Hey guys, this is Andrei, a tour guide in Minsk, Belarus. Maybe a former tour guide since there aren't too many tourists anymore. It's Christmas, Roman Catholic Christmas, 25th of December today. Let's go have a look at what Minsk looks like on such a holiday. It's a day off, just like the Russian Orthodox Christmas on the 7th of January is. Both are red letter days, both are non-working days. Right now I'm in October Street. Oktyabrskaya Street has been known for its graffitis and catering and summer festivals. Obviously none of this is here. Catering is quite dead because of the nationwide strike attempt by the opposition on the 26th of October, after which some restaurants and cafes and small businesses that opted not to work on that day actually got closed because they were heavily fined by the authorities. Different violations surfaced, different commissions came up to check them out of the blue, and while they didn't have anything wrong with these businesses a couple of weeks or a few months before, problems surfaced in large numbers. So now this hangout street is quite dead. Obviously we have to take the weather into consideration, but on a holiday day it doesn't really look very festive. You know, especially if you've been here, that we are an ex-Soviet country where the Soviets just don't want to quit. That's why we're having a little revolution right now. It's hard to tell where exactly it's going, but we'll see in early January where. Right now, central Minsk looks a little bit boring, a bit depressive, with all the colors that are meant to be there for Christmas. All the stuff that you'll see, the flags, the banners and everything, is officially cleared. Most of the decor you'll see in central Minsk is cleared by some authority in charge of that special thing, the street looks. And to me personally it's not super impressive, but you'll see yourself. They tried to put out some Christmas markets, which are not typical for our culture really, because Christmas has been allowed for 30 years now in religion, though heavily oppressed in the Soviet times. Now it's trying to find its way to the public. The Catholic churches are open, the services are on, and it's nice that the authorities finally allowed the head of the Catholic Church of Belarus to come back for these services. A few months ago, our beloved leader banned the leader of the Catholic Church in Belarus from entering Belarus. He was on his way from Poland. According to our beloved president, the Catholic guy was driving back with instructions from an American spy base somewhere near Warsaw. But there were negotiations between the Vatican and our government, and yesterday, or was it 2 days ago, the Catholic leader was allowed to come back into Belarus, and now he is serving the Christmas services. He's holding the Christmas services in Minsk, which is great, and which means there is some room for dialogue, but it's hard to tell where exactly this dialogue is leading us. The new US ambassador to Minsk has just sworn in America. I'm not sure about the bureaucracy, but she's not here yet. She's somewhere on the way, and how the procedure between the ambassador and the government is going to work out. We'll find out already in January, I guess. COVID is also quite busy. The country is strengthening its measures against COVID. Now all the arrivals from this December 21st cannot leave earlier than in 10 days, and that's serious, and have to undergo 10-day self-isolation. How serious this is, we're still checking. I only have one guy here, and he's sticking around the hotel. I'll ask him and report before New Year. So the daily cases are never reported over 2,000 cases a day. That's quite interesting, and there are never over 10 deaths in a day, although the non-governmental media are interviewing doctors in the field, and sometimes they're surprised to say that, well, I had 5 deaths which were clearly COVID related in my hospital, like yesterday, and I'm surprised to see there were 6 total released by the healthcare ministry across the whole country, which probably can't be true. The statistics is always interesting here, and we'll see where it gets us in January and February. They're claiming that the peak has been reached, and the cases are going down, like 1800s compared to 1900s, around 2000 a couple of weeks ago. The flags and everything aren't too colorful. Fireworks are, by the way, forbidden. The private celebrations will go without them unless somebody has a good stock. Let's see what the Christmas markets are like. In Belarus, forestries are in charge of the New Year trees. For us, they're New Year trees rather than Christmas trees, because they're associated with the main holiday, which is still New Year. You can't chop them yourself or you'll get heavily fined, so you have to buy them at a special forestry shop somewhere in Minsk. Some people opt for plastic ones, some people grab the real ones. At the end of the season, like 2 weeks later, you can feed them to the zoo population of Minsk. They say they're pretty popular. The brooms are not for celebration, they are for massage procedures in the bathhouse, banya. This market has more private operators here, so compared to what I've seen in Austria, it's not really much of a Christmas market, but compared to what we have in October Square, not to be confused with October Street, this place is a bit livelier. Private cafes have a larger choice of drinks and snacks. The music isn't necessarily the best choice, but it will do. Somehow skating is quite popular here in central Minsk. There's one of the open-air places for skating. The weather, the political situation are adding up to the overall, let's say, pessimism. But we also have to agree that Christmas celebrations are more family-like, and I really can't show you how families are celebrating because of the COVID and some other factors involved. Christmas exists, Catholic and the Russian Orthodox here, and let's hope that the new year is going to bring us something more positive. Seems like Catholic Christmas isn't much of a holiday here in central Minsk. Even the police are quite lazily tossing some guy to my left. I hope everything will be alright. We are celebrating New Year mostly. 1st of January is a day off, 2nd of January is a working day unless it's a Saturday or Sunday. And that's about it for now. I'll release a special New Year thing for my audience. Thank you for watching. Ask any questions about holidays and life in Belarus under the video. I'll be happy to answer where I can. This was Andrew from Minsk. Thank you. Hope to see you here someday. Stay safe. Cheers.